shop is now a chicken restaurant. You can just see Prince Amate standing there now. Amazing. And that used to be a gallery, it's now a Costa. Hi, just got back from Camden. Unfortunately I wasn't able to film as much as I really wanted to when I was up there, because I didn't realise that the shop had been turned into a chicken restaurant. There were many people eating their food and sitting there, and I didn't feel very comfortable. I was going to film the shop and talk about it 15 minutes or so, and I think people would appreciate me filming, because oh, he's filming eating my dinner, what's he doing? So unfortunately I wasn't able to, so I just did a few shots. You can see what it's like now. It says a lot about the 21st century, doesn't it, when before it was a shop dedicated to one of the greatest artists of all time, and next door was an art gallery, and now it's a chicken restaurant and a Costa coffee. That says everything, doesn't it, really? But there you go, that's now. We'll go back to the way it was back in 1994 when it opened. At that time I was working in London. I used to work for Brooks dry cleaning company, and we had lots of shops all around London. And I used to be based at Wapping. We had a plant at Wapping, and there was a shop at Chalk Farm next to the station. There's like 5-10 minute walk from Prince's shop. So every now and then, a person would go sick at Chalk Farm, and because I was the youngest of the company, 20 years old, the phone call card, "Can you go to Chalk Farm?" "Oh, no, do I have to? Can you go to Prince's shop? We're gonna go to Prince's shop." I used to love it every time that person went sick. So off I went. I used to go up there, and back then as well, you were just left to get on with these places. You go in this shop, get the keys from the newsagents at the end of the road, open the shop up, no CCTV, no, nothing like there is today, surveillance or people keeping track on you. You just do what you like, basically. And so when it came to lunches, let's just say I had lunch hour would loosely describe it. Yes. We'll call it lunch. I just go for lunch. Yeah, and go down the shop. Spend so much time down there. It was brilliant. It was so good. I bought many things out of that shop, and it's funny enough, 20 years this year I think since it shut down, closed its doors for the last time. And the last thing I ever bought is this thing behind me on the wall. This symbol behind me on the wall is the last thing I ever bought from the shop. I was also there the day it opened, which is a lovely, lovely sunny day. I think it was April or May. I know it wasn't long after The Most Beautiful Girl in the World had been #1 that the shop opened. It was a Saturday. I'd been at work in the morning, finished at lunchtime, went straight up there. It was a massive queue. Remember queuing ages to get in, and once you got in, remember the first thing you see ahead of you on the wall, next to I think it was the stairs maybe, was a yellow cloud guitar in a cabinet. It was like, wow, I want that. But you had to snake your way around. There was a CD rack on the side, I think, and in that first bit there were t-shirts and tour jackets and stuff like that. The coffee shop was upstairs, and I remember the song titles from all his albums were painted on the walls everywhere, and they were done in the style that they are on the album. So Purple Rain, Sign of the Times, Love Sexy, Graffiti Bridge, they all have distinctive writing, don't they, the way the songs are on the album cover. That's how they were painted on the walls everywhere. I remember that. And as you walked around, there were little baskets, I think, on the counters that had the symbols in, your little necklaces. I remember buying one of those that day. They had little fake sort of jewels in the middle of them, like rubies or something they were supposed to be. I bought the Times album that day. What time is it? NPG album, the Gold Nigger album, the Tambaraka, my famous Tambaraka, which is now on eBay for £2,000. Oh God, and mine broke, and it used to be on top of my wardrobe, in front of my speaker, and it's yellow thing with a purpley symbol in the middle. And one day the door shut too hard and it toppled off and just smashed into pieces beyond repair. So gutted. So wish I still had that. I really miss that Tambaraka. And you see like an Illuminous version of it in the Diamonds and Pearls video collection. I think Kirk is playing percussion and he's sort of shaking it when they do Willing and Able. Great performance of that, and there's one there. So I really miss that. I wish I still had that. And then as you went down, there were a couple of outfits, I think, on the wall in cabinets as well. I remember there was like a turquoise one. And as you went down the stairs, remember the tiny little boots, you realised how small his feet were, and it had the zipper on the boot was a peace sign on it, I remember that. And then you went downstairs, and obviously the famous time capsule was downstairs in the floor. Was there unreleased songs, and was it poems or stuff, and I can't remember, pictures, there were all sorts of things in it. I think it was going to be opened again in 100 years maybe, was it? I can't quite remember now. And I wonder whether any of the songs that were in that ever got released actually after that, or what did he do with them, put them back in the vault, or what was in that time capsule, where did it go once they pulled it back out when the shop shut. And I just remember, do you remember the heavenly smell as you went downstairs? Oh my god, all the joss sticks, incense, bath oils, perfumes, oh you name it, it was all downstairs, and my god, the smell was incredible. And I remember as you walk down, you see, this is what Prince must smell like, this is what his house smells like, this is what Paisley Park must smell like. It was just unbelievable, it really, really was. And yeah, fantastic. And then obviously upstairs there's a coffee shop, which now, looking at the footage I shot earlier, looks like a flat. And I wonder if the people living there know what was there before. There's a little chair, if you notice, on the little balcony bit. It's where Prince and Maite stood. Do they know that that happened there once, or where they're living now? It's incredible. I did sort of look into the chicken restaurant as I walked past, and it looks like the basement has just been floored over. I don't know, it's just covered over. So whether it still exists underneath, who knows? I wasn't really going to go in there because I was going to order food or something, but I just sort of had a sneaky look as I went past. Yeah, it's incredible. What an incredible place. It's such a shame it's not there anymore. And I bought so much stuff from there. CDs, t-shirts, my NPG top, tried on tour jackets, and I used to just bend the ear of the manageress in there. She used to tell me great stories about Prince, about when he was in town, how he would phone her at various hours of the morning and want to go out, or want to go to this club, yeah, or wanted this, wanted that. And she said one time he just turned up and asked her how much money they'd taken. She opened the till and he just took it all, took all the cash. So he forgot his credit card that day. He needed some sterling, maybe to go and buy some of these bootleg CDs that he kept finding in Tottenham Court Road, HMV and what have you. Who knows? But yeah, it was interesting. They had loads of interesting stories to tell. And I remember before it shut in '96, they were sort of upset with the lack of promotion for emancipation in this country. I remember that, because they were saying, you know, every 2 minutes a bus would go past and it would have George Michael's Older advertised on it. I mean, that was a big release that year. I said, and you know, there'd be like 6, 7 buses with Older on, and you might get one that had Emancipation on it, you know. Yeah, I remember that, they were talking about that, and they were sort of saying upset about that, but that's the way it was back then. There was always music, you could imagine, playing in there, and videos. They used to have the Purple Rain concert or the Love Sexy concert playing on the old-fashioned TVs now, not flat screen TVs then, but they had them everywhere with the concerts playing. It's just fantastic. Such a shame there isn't a place like it now for everyone to go. Now Prince has passed, where we could go. It's a shame that someone couldn't do it or come up with an idea, you know, to do that. It'd be so good. It was weird seeing it again today, going up there and seeing what's become of it. No one seems to take a blind bit of notice. I don't know if anybody even knows or realises, but what's this bloke doing? Videoing his... Well, I don't know. But, you know, I managed to get a few shots. I hope you enjoy seeing how it was, you know, or, well, we're going to put some photos of how it was and how it is now. And, yeah, so that was my memories of the NPG shop Camden. Oh, and Jay, if you're watching this, you probably are. I didn't get lost! I didn't get lost! Yay! Thanks for watching, everyone. Keep it purple, and I'll see you soon. Bye!